In 13 years of practice, I thought I'd seen everything ruptured, eardrums, parasites, even the occasional toy piece. But this? The boy came in alone, trembling, clutching his ear in agony. "It's from Dad's experiment," he whispered before going silent. I gently examined his ear and froze. This wasn't an infection. It was deliberate, precise, and unmistakably man-made. My heart pounded as I stepped back. Why would anyone put that inside a child? Before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. I pulled a stool close and kept my voice even. "I'm Dr. Riley," I said. "I'm here to help. What's your name?" He kept his hand on his ear. "Evan," he said. Soft but clear. "Okay, Evan, how old are you?" 8. I nodded and angled the light away from his eyes. "Did anyone come with you?" He shook his head. "All right, we'll take care of you. Can you sit up straight for me?" He did, stiff and quiet. I signaled to the hall window and waved Nurse Jade in. She slipped inside, and I closed the door behind her. "Let's get vitals," I said. Jade wrapped the cuff and took his blood pressure, then clipped the pulse ox to his finger. "Temp is 99.2, she said. "Pulse 120. Oxygen 98. I opened the chart on the tablet. "Evan, rate your pain from 0 to 10. He winced. 9. I logged the number and added the time. I put on gloves and rolled the lamp closer. "Sit still, Evan. Look at the spot on the wall," I said. He straightened, jaw tight. I pulled his ear gently back and brought the otoscope into view. The canal looked irritated, red, and swollen. Then the light caught something. A small, hard glint sat deeper than wax. It didn't move. I kept the scope steady and adjusted the angle. The shine held. Jade leaned in, watching my hands. I slid back so fast the stool bumped the wall. "Oh my God!" I said, louder than I meant. Evan flinched. Jade froze. "Doctor?" she asked. I kept my eyes on the ear. "We need backup," I said. I stepped to the cart, turned the key, and locked the top drawers. Jade hit the call button on the wall. "I'm here," she said, "staying by." Evan's shoulder. I reset the light and took one careful breath. I picked up the desk phone and dialed the operator. "Page ENT, Dr. Patel. Urgent to room 4, I said. "Stat page goes out now," the operator replied. I called the front desk next. "Carla, I need help locating a guardian for a minor named Evan," I said. "He arrived alone." Carla typed fast. "I see a partial file. No parent listed. I'll check intake and the waiting area." "Thanks. Send them straight back if you find anyone," I said. I set out a small bottle and a sterile cotton wick. "Evan, I'm going to numb your ear," I said. "It may sting for a second." He nodded. I tilted his head and let a few drops fall into the canal. The liquid soaked in around the object. I slid the wick in place to hold the medicine. "Timer for 10 minutes, I told Jade. She set her watch. I kept the canal dry with gauze and stayed close by. While the drops worked, I pulled a clipboard closer. "Evan, do you know how to reach your dad?" I asked. He hesitated, then took the pen. His handwriting was careful. He wrote a name and a number. "Mark," he said, tapping the paper. "That's my dad." I read back the digits to confirm. He nodded. "Is there anyone else we can call?" "Okay, we'll start with him," I said, and saved the note. I used the clinic phone first. The call rang out to voicemail. "Mark, this is Dr. Riley from Northside Urgent Care. Evan is here with ear pain. Please call me back right away," I said, leaving the callback number. I tried again. Voicemail. I sent a text from the secure line. "This is Dr. Riley. Evan is safe with us. Please contact the clinic ASAP." I kept the phone nearby and turned the ringer up. I printed consent forms and handed them to Jade. "Put these on a clipboard for the parent when they arrive." On the chart, I flagged the visit as sensitive and added a note for Dr. Patel, then called security. "This is Dr. Riley in room 4. Minor patient, unknown guardian, unusual foreign body. Please stand by." "Copy," Officer Lila replied. I soon heard her footsteps outside. I grabbed the phone. "Radiology, Miguel? Quick X-ray for a kid with ear pain?" "Bring him now," he said. Jade placed a blanket over Evan and locked his wheelchair. "Keep your head straight, okay?" I said. He nodded. We rolled down one floor to radiology. Miguel waved us in and guided Evan onto the table, positioning his head. Lateral first. 1, 2, hold. The machine hummed. Miguel adjusted for a second shot. He clipped the films up and pointed. There. A small, dense shape with flat edges appeared near the canal. Not a bead, he said. Edges like that don't belong here, I added. I snapped a photo for the chart. Thanks, Miguel. Back upstairs, I paged Dr. Patel again. Jade prepared a sterile tray. I adjusted the microscope and checked the suction. Tools were laid out. Evan stayed calm, watching us work. I called social work. Unattended minor, 8 years old, severe ear pain, no guardian. Need emergency evaluation. Got it, Tina said. Stable? Yes. I confirmed. Jade closed the blinds. I nodded. Let's place an IV. She prepped and inserted the line smoothly. Good job, she said to Evan. Suddenly, a man stormed through triage. Where's my son? Security stepped in. I'm Mark. My kid is here. I'm taking him home. Door stays closed until cleared, Diaz said. I opened the door slightly. Mark, I'm Dr. Riley. Evan's in pain and needs care. He tried to enter, but Diaz blocked him. I want him discharged, Mark insisted. That can't happen right now, I said. State law allows treatment in emergencies. You'll update me? Yes, I said. Ms. Green from admin arrived. We're aligned with policy. Treatment continues. She looked at Mark. You may not disrupt care. I handed him the consent form. We plan light anesthesia to work safely. He stared at Evan through the glass. Is he going to be okay? We're acting to prevent damage, I said. He signed. I countersigned and prepped the meds. Tray 2. Microscope on, I told Jade. She opened the sterile packs. I cleaned the outer ear and draped the area. Head left, chin up, I said. Evan complied as I adjusted the scope. Dr. Patel entered. Let's get him comfortable. Ron started anesthesia. Small dose, he said. Evan relaxed. Heart rate 110. Oxygen 99. Ron confirmed. Irrigation, Patel said. I flushed warm saline into the canal. Suction, I said. Red debris lifted. A hard edge appeared. Not wax, Patel said. He nudged it gently. Hook, he said. Jade handed it over. I kept the light steady. Suction off, Patel said. He slid the hook along the wall and tested a small gap. There. Hold this angle. If he coughs, tell me, he said. Got it, Ron replied, monitoring vitals. The hook snagged the edge. Gentle pull, Patel said. The canal widened, and a dark fragment slid forward and popped free. Specimen jar, I said. Jade opened the sterile cup. Patel placed the piece inside. I photographed the view and added a scale shot with a ruler. Bag it. No one opens it, I said. I returned to the scope. Any more? Patel asked. Canal looks clear, I said. I applied antibiotic ointment, then packed a small strip to control bleeding. Drum intact, I noted. Patel nodded. Good. Patel documented the case. Foreign body removed. No perforation. Minimal bleeding. Packing placed. He prescribed antibiotic drops and oral antibiotics. Pain meds as needed. Follow up in 48 hours, I said. Patel agreed. Mark asked, when can he go home? After monitoring, I said. We'll give full instructions. Caleb examined the piece closely. Here's a port. Not standard. Newen stepped into the hall and called the DA. We have logs, school matches, medical visits, and a pattern, he said, requesting charges and a tech order. He turned to me. Write a short court statement, facts only, procedure, findings, risk to Evan, and treatment. I nodded. I'll include ear images and times. Good, he said. They want it within the hour. Nguyen called in to the search team. Status? Officer Perez replied, warrant served. Inside now. 2 laptops, bagging prototypes, labeled storage bins. Nguyen said, photo, tag, and seal everything. Read labels. They confirmed I stayed with Evan. Any pain now? He said, just a little. I checked his chart. Fluids were steady, Patel said. Packing stays until tomorrow, drops tonight. I set a timer and reminded Evan to take small sips of water. Later, the elevator doors opened. Mark was escorted out in cuffs. He cursed, but Diaz blocked him. No contact with staff. I closed Evan's door and checked the lock. Tina sat beside Aunt Kelly. We'll keep the room quiet. Evan watched cartoons. I printed my report and photos, clipped them, and gave copies to Alicia and Wynn. Chain form signed? He asked. Yes. All pages logged. Evan was eating breakfast when Aunt Kelly walked in with a small bag. I found pajamas, she said. Evan smiled and got changed. He showed her his game, and I checked his ear. Drops after breakfast, I said. Tina brought forms for long-term custody. Aunt Kelly signed. Nguyen's phone buzzed. Lab alert! Alicia called a quick meeting. We gathered in the conference room. Priya arrived and opened her laptop. Forensic readout confirms stored logs tied to Evan's biometrics, she said. Timestamps match school events. Alicia listed the charges: child endangerment, unlawful surveillance, aggravated battery. Mark entered with his lawyer. Alicia summarized. Mr. Hale replied, "We reserve comment." Wynn handed over evidence. Nguyen handed custody papers to Tina. Update the court portal. Diaz ensured security stayed in place. I said, if the ear looks good, we'll discharge tomorrow. Alicia nodded. No contact order continues. Tina confirmed Aunt Kelly would handle transport. The next day, we walked Evan to the curb. I handed Aunt Kelly the ear drops, 3 drops twice a day, follow-up in 2 days. Evan hugged me. Thanks, doctor, I smiled. You did great. Nguyen held the door. Drive safe, he said. We watched them leave. Back at the clinic, I sent the final report with photos. I locked up, checked the alarm, and texted Jade. Evan's home with Aunt Kelly. All set. She replied, good. See you tomorrow. I took a breath and headed to the parking lot.